Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Coffee Called Podcast. I'm JD. I'm here with my conspiracy theorist guest this week. His name is Jamie. Jamie, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
It's good. You want to tell everyone why we're here and why you're feeling so conspiratorial this week?
Well, we're here because we're here to drink better coffee. I needed some coffee today, so I was on a long road trip last week.
Yep, you were gone.
I know, I was gone. How was the office while I was gone?
We partied real hard. We hid all of the evidence, but it was a great time.
Did you have like strippers and stuff over?
No, we didn't go that.
That's good because
that
you're
hard.
politically correct here, and you're not allowed to do that at work. So that was the right answer, JD.
We did have great coffee, though. We partied hard with some awesome coffee.
Nice.
And, you know, we drank some cold brew, which was fantastic. We love the cold brew, which, by the way, these are still available.
Vance and I gave
for
away
a short time.
hundreds and hundreds of those. An entire van full. We went through the whole van. Vance and I were on a trip giving away cold brew. So it's a cold brew tour.
Yeah, well, look out for the cold brew tour.
We drove 12 hours for a cold
By
brew.
the Coffee Cult boys. So yeah, very exciting. Good to have you back. On this episode, we are talking about our E115 coffee. And if you're not familiar, the word on the street is if you drink this coffee, you will fly to the moon. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, something
haven't
about
heard that.
anti-gravity and floating, and
Well,
you can't stick to the ground anymore.
I can tell you that none of that's true. Don't listen to JD.
None of that's true.
No, but this is our E115 coffee. It's a lot of, it's here. You notice we actually spell Colt Coffee differently on this bag. It's because we actually have that trademarked as well. So, but that's not the important thing about this bag. I mean, that's important if you're in Texas or Tampa and think you're going to name your company Coffee Colt. We're going to have a little talk. But other than that, this coffee right here is E115. And the reason that this coffee is so spectacular is it's our only coffee here that has Robusta in it. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yes.
It's the only this coffee blend we made for Robusta beans. So it's not 100% Robusta. It's maybe like 25%. It is 25%, not maybe, but it's 25% Robusta. We have some customers that really like that bitter Robusta taste. So that's what we made this coffee for. And it makes your eyes pop out of your socket sometimes if you brew it correctly. So we decided it needed a name that was appropriate. And we already had Eddie the Eye Cracker for our Eye Cracker espresso. So we made something else. Do you ever stay up late at night, JD,
All the time.
and watch TV?
Pretty much every night.
Yeah, me too. And I love conspiracy shows. And
I don't watch
alien
conspiracy shows.
I do. I love all that stuff.
Yeah. Although I am a big fan of the movie JFK.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know, Oliver Stone.
If you like, there's a YouTube channel called Y-Files that has blown up lately, which is pretty cool. But it's all about conspiracies, and he has Hecklefish as his sidekick. Here we have Dave the squirrel as our sidekick.
Yeah,
that's our sidekick. And Hecklefish wears a tinfoil hat. I have a tinfoil hat, so I guess my teeth are
this
like
is how we got
Hecklefish
to
teeth.
where we're at today.
That's where we are today. But so E115, before Y-Files was around, I knew about E115. It is actually on the periodic table of elements. It is the last element added, I believe, to the periodic table of elements. And can you guess what it's actually used for? Do you know what element that is?
Well, since you're wearing a conspiracy or a tinfoil hat and talking about conspiracies, my guess is it has something to do with aliens.
UFOs.
UFOs.
Yes, it's exactly. The E115 is the element they use for, is what the UFOs use for anti-gravity hovering.
Oh, okay. Don't they have it? I think they have a different term for it today.
No, it's E115. Oh,
No,
as far as
it's not
tinfoil.
UFO
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
like UAV or something.
Oh yeah, whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it these days.
I'm old.
It's hard to keep.
I'm old. It's a UFO. We're gonna get into my oldness in a minute.
Yeah.
What?
I
It's a
know.
UFO.
That's what they used
Listen,
to call it. Yeah.
the Gen Zers and the millennials, y'all can change it whatever you want, but
But they're UFOs.
it's a
yeah.
UFO.
Anyway,
Listen, and
yeah.
I can tell you it's a UFO because I have a tinfoil hat on.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just
true.
a fact. If anyone knows what it's called,
And
it's me.
And
So-
so that's what they use is the E115.
yes. And if you notice in the background, dark, and there's all kinds of symbols, alien symbols and stuff on this bag, but you have to really look in the back. It's designed to be dark, and you can see we put alien symbols all over this thing.
Yeah.
It's one of
All
our
right.
things. That's what we're doing. I thought it was funny. And
Yeah.
the coffee's very good. People
Yeah.
that love that coffee, they
no,
love
they-
that coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's very strong. Very strong.
It's got some oomph to it.
Yes, it does. It'll pack a punch. It'll get you going in the morning if that's what you need.
It helps with your getting your anti-gravital.
Yeah.
Anti-gravity.
Well, that's why you float to the moon. You
So-
can't stick to the ground.
What I want to know is, do you all think that the E115, since it's on the periodic table of elements now, do you think that's something they found at Roswell, or is it something that came
Here
from
we
somewhere
go.
else? But it's definitely part of DARPA. We're going to get canceled and kicked off YouTube and everything
Yeah.
now that we're talking about DARPA.
It probably came from some sort of meteorite, and that's how they found it, and not aliens. Would
What
be
if
my
it's
theory.
an alien ship, though?
I don't think it was
A
an alien.
non-Earth ship. Let's be politically correct.
A non-Earth
It's a
ship.
non-Earth ship, yes.
So, like, alien spaceship is politically incorrect now?
It will be soon.
It will.
Everything's politically correct.
Okay, I mean, I'm not in that world as much, so maybe I don't know. But
I'm telling you now, it's a non-Earth ship. You can't call
A
them UFOs or
non-Earth
aliens.
ship.
They do not identify that way.
oh, okay. So,
You should be sensitive to.
well,
you need
either
to be
way,
sensitive to the
it was probably a
non-Earth
meteorite.
beings. They're
Maybe,
non-Earth
maybe
beings.
the meteorite was floating above the ground, and that's how they discovered it.
Maybe. I just learned about seedlings the other day. Seedings or something. Paladins. Paladins?
I have no idea. Again, I don't
They're from
do
the,
conspiracies
they're
all that much.
beings that are here from another place, and it's interesting.
Like
A
Mars.
customer was here, and she told me about her YouTube channel. I checked it out, and now it keeps popping up. It must be destiny, I think.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, well, there you go.
And I don't mean any disrespect from that. I mean, YouTube keeps showing me her things about channeling and beings and stuff. So that's why I needed to have my hat on today to make sure that.
I mean, YouTube
had to
is. I
interrupt
mean,
you.
social media in general is very good at giving you what you search for, which is why you got to be real careful
Yes.
about what you're searching.
Like if you search for something naughty and your wife comes in and they keep showing you pictures of ladies and you're like, I don't know why it's showing me pictures of ladies. Oh yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly going there,
But
but
it's true.
sure,
That could happen.
that could happen.
Like somebody here at work, something happened and they kept showing him like, oh no, one keeps getting texts from ladies wanting to meet him, and he's like, I don't know. Oh, he's a politician too. I'll tell you that, and it's not Pedro, it's someone else. So he shows me we're at an event, and he shows me his phone, and he's like, hey, do you get these texts too? I'm like, no, dude, I don't get texts like that. The only reason you get texts like that is because you've probably been looking at things or doing things that give them a reason to think that you
Yeah.
want to text like that. So you
At
should-
any rate,
so
the
we
moral
should
of
wear
the
an aluminum
story:
hat.
wear an aluminum hat or search coffee cult. That's it. Just type in coffee cult into the search bar and make sure you get all of our stuff. That's the moral of that story. If you want us to text you, we can.
No, we
that
don't
way
do
you don't
that.
get in trouble.
We don't do that. We did text marketing for a little bit. Nobody wants
Yeah.
text marketing on their phone. Are you kidding
No.
me? I don't know one person that is like, oh, I'm so happy Coffee Cult sending me a text to tell me to buy something. No, that's not good. Maybe we should send people a text to wish them a happy birthday.
We could do that.
But I don't want to send them a text to get them to buy stuff because that sucks. Nobody likes that.
Yeah. I think that's very fair.
That's a good idea. This is exactly why we had this podcast, so I could come up with that idea.
Exactly. Anyway, check out the E115. It'll take you to another planet, is the moral of the story. It's very good.
That's good. What else we got to do today?
Well, you have a book that you wanted to share with everybody.
I had a birthday recently.
That is, it's a little bit outside of your wheelhouse, I would say.
Yes.
So, I mean, as you can see, Jamie is, let's say, not his youth anymore.
I'm not 21 anymore.
He's not 21. However, this book suggests that he can at least talk like a 21-year-old. The Gen Z Dictionary.
The majority of the people that work here at Coffee Cult with me are millennial or Gen Zers.
Yeah.
And having a hard time interpreting what they have to say, which is why we've done a lot of shorts because they're really funny of me saying Gen Z terms like bussin'.
Yeah.
Like that coffee's really bussin'. So we just thought we'd pick out a couple of words to go over with our Gen Z. We may do a whole episode of this. But not all these words in this book are really Gen Zs.
That's
Clown.
what we found out. Yeah.
Right, clown. Like my generation, I'm a Gen X, right? So clown, we've used the word clown for a long time. Clown. But one word we didn't use was cringe.
Like this segment.
Cringe, yes. this whole video is going to be cringe, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very cringe that I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. It would be a good way to use that word. So dime, like drop a dime on someone. That's not a Gen Z word. Sorry. Dope? No. MC Hammer was using that word in Vanilla Ice. Not a Gen Z word. But another good fam, right? Oh,
yeah.
I got to go hang out with my fam.
Yeah, that's relatively new.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I got to see what the fam's doing tonight.
Yeah.
That one's kind of right. So it's like an abbreviation. Fire, amazing, great. That's true.
Yeah.
That is a Gen Z. Nobody. I mean, what's wrong with these kids?
Yeah.
Fire. That's fire.
Yeah. Totally fire.
This coffee's
fire.
Coffee's fire.
Absolutely.
Meh. Oh, there's another meh. There's another Gen Z term that my son uses on a every 10-minute basis. Meh. Everything's meh.
Yeah.
Ghost. I don't know if ghost is theirs to suddenly avoid someone or stand them up. I think ghost is probably more a millennial term, if I had to guess. And then we had this discussion this morning. GOAT. If you don't know what a GOAT is, it's a noun acronym for greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I'm the GOAT of Jamie Martis is the GOAT of coffee. Whatever.
Exactly.
All right, I don't take myself
Well
that
said.
serious. That's not true. Sometimes I do call coffee business, and for my friends, and they're like, "Oh, who's on the phone?" I just tell them it's the best coffee roaster in the whole world. I try not to take myself serious, and that's the joke. It's not that I take myself that serious. Because if I took myself serious, I would not be wearing a tinfoil hat on YouTube. I promise.
That's very true. Yeah.
I like this term. This is not a term that my generation used, and I haven't heard any other generation use. Homie hopper.
Yeah. My generation, definitely not.
Yours? No?
No.
Yeah. I'd say you're a millennial.
Millennial,
Are you
yeah.
considered a millennial?
We did not use homie hopper.
Homie hopper. Noun. Girl who dates multiple guys within a single friend group. Watch out for Jane. She's a homie hopper. She's dated John, Matt, Chris, and I heard she's into Sam.
Oh, boy. Yep.
I've taught Lucas these types of girls are weekend girlfriends. After the weekend, they're done. You want nice girls. That is not considered a nice girl. That is not a take home to mom sort of situation.
No. What else you got there? Anything else?
Maybe dad if your parents are divorced, but that's about it.
How about lit?
Lit? Yeah. Ooh, what is... Oh, my God. I forgot to turn my phone off. I'm sorry. Hype. No. Hype, homie. I got a couple other here's that I really liked. Keep It 100. Really?
Yeah. Keep it 100. Yeah. That's
Man.
Gen Z.
All right. Here's one that I think I hate. And when I hear it, I just want to go smack the kid. And I know, and I don't mean mean. I mean just like, like I was their parent. Like, stop it. Oh, wait. Most parents don't do very much parenting these days. I mean, stop it. Can we say that? I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I get canceled, and that they say is a Gen
That
Z
is in the
thing.
book. Canceled
That's
is in the book.
Cancel's in the
Yeah.
book. But you know what? Whatever. I'm an adult. You cancel my ass all you want. But no cap. I do not
cap.
like this one. No cap. No cap. Adverb.
cap.
Seriously, literally. I ate an entire pizza by myself last night. No cap. These kids need something better to do.
I mean, we all had our
What?
verbiage.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what, like, my generation. No, my generation didn't care about nothing. We still don't. We still don't. We're like, whatever.
What were the slang words of the 80s that you guys used?
Dope.
Dope.
You're probably too young to remember this, but when I was a kid, like in my teens, there was "Don't Be a Dick" shirts, and there was stick figures of like people doing stupid stuff. It was "Don't Be a Dick," and it was like a picture of like a stick figure doing stupid stuff. Did you ever see those?
No, I did not see those.
That's a long.
They were gone by the 90s.
I'm showing you my age now. That was late 80s, early 90s, I guess. All right, simp.
Simping for coffee.
Simp. Yeah, you could simp for coffee. A noun, short for simpleton, a guy who does whatever a girl says to win her over. Brad does whatever Ashley says. He even washed her car for her yesterday. He's such a simp.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with being a simp, I guess, if you like a girl or a
Yeah.
boy or whatever. Or
Yeah.
Bob.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. Who
You know?
cares?
Yeah.
People get all wound up about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sus. All right, this one is stupid too. Sus. S-U-S. Sus. Adjective,
Yeah.
short for suspicious, suggests questionable behavior. That man looks sus.
Yeah.
He's been staring at us all night.
That man looks sus.
The guy with the
With the tinfoil.
hat is sus. True. That's true. What else we got? Thirsty.
I am thirsty, yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty funny, and it's not related to thirsty for needing a drink of coffee.
Yeah.
Adjective, desperate, usually related to dating. That boy from last weekend is so thirsty he sent me 187 text messages since then. Listen, don't do that. That's like creepo stuff. Like, if you're thirsty,
Yeah.
you need to find something else to do.
I mean,
You're not really going to get. Okay, this is my adulting to. My son would never do that, but that's too much work for him. Too much effort.
Too
It's
much work.
Just too much effort. But
well,
whatever. Don't be
I
a
mean,
sucker.
in most contexts, I feel like when people are thirsty or talking about it, it's especially on the internet. It's people posting pictures of celebrities that are half nude.
Nothing wrong with half nude celebrities.
So that's
Page
it.
or panic.
They're thirsty. They find this person appealing. They post it. Doesn't this person look awesome? That's it. That's mostly what it comes down
Is
to.
that what it is?
That's what it comes down to.
I'm gonna call my third
So,
coffee.
if you're on Twitter for more than 3 seconds, you'll
That's
come
totally
across
crazy.
something of the sort.
All right, the other one. I think this is gonna be our last. I think this is the last one I highlight. Oh no, we got two more. This one is the only one we need to do. Is triggered.
Yeah, a lot of people get triggered
A lot
these
of people
days.
everybody's
Yeah.
triggered for
Yeah.
everything.
Trigger
Triggered.
happy.
Adjective: upset, sad, disgusted, set off hearing my ex's favorite song in the Uber had me triggered.
Yep.
Really, a song in an Uber is gonna? That right there. That sums up Gen Z right there. Triggered in the Uber over a song. What else is there?
Yeah.
Is anything else?
I don't. Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on.
Yes.
I'm sure some people
Coffeecold.com.
might get triggered by this episode, but
Who would possibly get triggered by this episode?
at any rate, go check out the E115. We still have cold brew nitro available for a short time. Cold brew blend will end in just a few days, so get that as well before it retires for the season, and we move into the fall. It's an exciting time of year.
We forgot to talk about pumpkin spice.
That'll be on the next episode.
All right. Oh, next episode? Oh,
Yeah,
don't
we'll
give it
save
up.
that for the next episode as we get into September and the fall season. So stay tuned as Jamie will bring you his favorite pumpkin spice recipes.
Do we want to give away the tinfoil hat?
I don't
Giveaway
think
or something?
anyone needs your tinfoil hat. No, I think we're good there.
What if the next order E115 gets the tinfoil hat?
We could make that
Or we
if
could
you
give
want. I mean,
tinfoil
you
hats
could.
to everyone that orders E115 this week. Let's do that.
Okay, if you want a tinfoil hat, reach out to us on social media and
No,
Jamie
just
will
order
make it.
E115. Every order is going to get a tinfoil hat with the order of E115 this week.
Okay, well, there you go. With all of that, thanks for putting up with our nonsense this week. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you all next time.